I'm at the end, not forgetting chain 1, and then we're going to join at the top of 3. Yarn over, hold, oops, snip. Now, you may wonder why I keep flipping the granny. Well, I have done a rainbow blanket in the past using this method, and what I did was this is what you would call the right side, how I started, so round and round, and then when I did the next colour I did round and round, the next colour round and round, and I didn't flip it. And I will show you now the result of not flipping. Can you see how they are all not? And that's not me holding this camera funny or tilting it, that's how it was. And I don't know why I didn't think to flip it, because on one of my previous videos I showed you the difference between solid granny and this traditional granny, and it was my camping blanket, and I'd done it this way, but for some reason I took this on, I just took some balls of yarn on holiday. I didn't have anything in mind because I didn't want to take a pattern, and I knew how to do this, so I just did this. Now I will show you another. This is finished with its border, and again I am not holding this in any way to make it look slanted, that's how it looked. It is gifted now, it doesn't mean it's wrong, but now I know the difference. So this is why if you're changing colours it keeps your granny square and not off. So this is why you've seen me on the video and you've got tails this way and you've got tails this way. So that would be the back of when I started, and then I flipped it. That's why I keep the tail as well out at the beginning, and then if I'm doing a granny square and I think it doesn't look right that way, I will change it round. So that's generally why I just leave the first tail out until the very end when I'm doing something. But yes, so that's like the back side of the trebles. This is the front side, back side, front side, and this is the back side. And that's why I flip it, to keep the granny square. So where did I start? So here I've finished. I'm not going to sew this in because it'll take too long. The video will be too long and boring. So I'm just going to hold it down. So again, flip your square. I like to keep away from my original start, so I'll start over in this corner. This is a dark, it's quite deep is this, it's nice. I like this purple. My favourite colour is blue, as most of my friends know, but I just thought I'd use something, a different colour for a different video. I always fasten on. So it's the same as previous rows. 3. Oh, it is warm today. 3 chain. 3 treble. Hold the time, holding your tail at the back. Now I'll just go to the next one and then I'll show you how I deal with the beginning tail. I'll just do that so it doesn't come out. So how I deal with the beginning tail, I won't show you this dark one because it is pretty dark to show. I'll use you on the pale lilac, I'll show you. So as I said, when I start, I hold it down the back and then drop it. So I'll turn around, thread, and I'll do this at the end of each square. And then you can either catch the opposing colour or the previous round. Just catch it because you're going to go the opposite way. You can find your own way of doing things. I'm just showing you my way. And then go under. And if I can go under the knot at the beginning, it's a bit of a feel, not a look, it's a feel. Go under it. So you can leave it like that if you wish. But sometimes I do like to go again. I will just catch the first strand of the same colour. And again, it's a feel. And push it, oops, don't catch. And push it all the way through. Pull, don't pull too tight. And then you're okay to snip that off. And that's how I like to do it. So it doesn't matter which way around you have your granny as a finished project. But as I said, to make your granny square, keep it square and not slightly off. Now, unless I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have never known. But as I've done 2 projects now myself, I've learnt my lesson. So I'll finish this off camera and I'll get back to you when I've finished.